we're actually going to be talking about how to maintain your posture. You know, one of the biggest things that people have a challenge with, especially when they're new, and even if they've been in network marketing for 3 months, 6 months, a year, is, you know, we want people to join our team, and we get in a situation where sometimes we get needy, sometimes we come off desperate, sometimes we come off like we are chasing our prospects. And so none of that is going to get prospects to join our team. But we're going to talk about several specific things that you can use and you can apply the next time you're talking to a prospect, maybe, you know, up front, or maybe even after you've showed them the business plan and you're getting ready for them to come to a decision. So as you guys all know, I was at a mastermind event this last weekend. It was absolutely awesome. High-level network marketers there, and there was a friend, a mentor of mine, Ray Higdon. He had shared some different things that kind of put a different spin on how to handle posture, and I thought it was so valuable, so I wanted to bring it along and share it with you guys. But you know, oftentimes we as network marketers, you know, we're so hungry for growth, we're so hungry for success, that sometimes we can let our guard down and come across too strong when we're dealing with prospects, when we're either talking to them up front, or let's say you've already showed them the plan and now you're trying to come to that yes decision, and you know, we can kind of do like the pouncing tiger, hidden dragon, right? Like we just kind of, you know, go a little too strong. So let's talk about a couple of things that's important for you to kind of get in your mind from a mindset, you know, position as you're dealing with different prospects. The first thing is you got to know this, and you got to be confident about it, and you got to be strong with it. There are more of them than there are of us, okay? So what does that make you? That makes you, my friend, the asset, okay? When you think about anything that is in limited supply, be it diamonds, be it oil, be it anything else that's out there, that's what makes that thing valuable. So you are the part in this equation that is valuable, my friend. So you don't have to feel like you have to chase them, you have to run after them. You are the asset. There are more of them than there are of us. And the best thing that I can think of when I think about this is, do you remember, okay, this has been quite a few years back, but do you remember that movie, The Matrix? So The Matrix came out back in the day, a long time ago, and here's the setup. Okay, so they got this underground world going on. The real world is kind of like this video game. It's rigged. It's got all this kind of crazy stuff going on. And then you got Neo. Okay, now Neo is the hero, right? He's going to be the one that saves the day. And their whole thing was helping people that were in this, like, this alternate world, right? Where they were like kind of not knowing the truth, not knowing the reality, to kind of get them out of that into the real world, into where, you know, they can, you know, save the day and make their dreams happen and all these other things take place. And it's funny because, I mean, when you think about what we do in network marketing, is that not like so what we do, right? Like there's this whole world of people, they're out there living their lives, many of them kind of doing the rat race, like they're pushing and they're running so hard, but they're just kind of doing it to make their employer rich, like help them fulfill their dreams and goals. And so, you know, one day they wake up and say, hey, you want the red pill? You want the green pill? I don't remember the pill colors, but you want this pill or this pill? And they say, oh, I want this. And they wake up to the reality, just like many of us did, where it's like, oh my gosh, there's this alternate world out there, like this opportunity where you can be free, this opportunity where you can change your life forever. Like you don't have to get on the treadmill and just go and always be serving somebody else and helping them get ahead. Like there is an opportunity for the average person to get ahead. And so you just kind of have to know that in the back of your mind, that there's a lot of people that they don't know what we have. They don't know the power of it. They don't know how amazing it is. They don't know the potential of what could really be. So just knowing that and understanding that is very important. Now, let's say you're talking with a prospect. How do you maintain your posture? Okay, well, questions are the answer, my friends. Have you ever been in a situation where you're talking to someone and they start asking you questions, and all of a sudden you can feel the shift in the conversation to where you're almost kind of like sharing why this is so great, or what you're kind of on the defense almost? Has that ever happened to you? Maybe you've been in a sales situation. Maybe you've been with, I don't know, your uncle, and they start asking you questions about anything. It doesn't have anything to do with network marketing, but the power of questions and using them in the right way will help you when you're dealing with your prospect. So, for example, you show the plan, they're sitting there, they're not quite sure about everything, and rather than you throwing yourself at them and telling them why they are so great, oh, you should really do this, you know all these people, you're so great, we are not gonna do that. Wrong answer, okay? Here's what we're gonna do is say, so they're kind of like neutral, they're not hot, they're not cold, they're just kind of like sitting there, like oatmeal, right? And you're gonna say, so, you know, what did you like most about what you saw? You might get an answer, you might not. And if they are just kind of sitting there and they're not really giving you much feeling either way, say, you know, why did you come here? Why did you decide to check this out? What caused you to have that curiosity? What is it that you were looking for? Asking them questions to start making them tell you what they had an interest in and what was important to them and what could this do in their life if it was the thing that they were looking for is going to put you in a position of power. It's going to put you in a position of strength. And most importantly, it's going to get you off of the defense. It's going to get you away from chasing to now they're actually going to be pursuing you if you are asking the right question. So using questions is so very important. You want to kind of make them dance, not the other way around. Again, if they're like, well, I don't know about this, this sounds like a pyramid scheme, and da-da-da-da-da, and like they kind of are chasing you, and you're like scurrying and you're dancing around with your words, you have to shift the energy in the conversation to where, you know, you take control a little bit by asking powerful questions. So, you know, why did you even come here today? You say this looks like a pyramid. You know, I don't know. Is that what you're looking for? I mean, by using questions and being confident in what you're saying when you ask the question, you're going to shift the energy, you're going to shift the dynamics in how that prospect is viewing the conversation. Now, a little thing with questions, okay? You can ask a question where you sound unsure. How does this sound? So, what did you like about what you saw? When you go up at the end of your statement, it makes it a question mark. I don't know, what did you think? Okay? So tell me, what did you think? Okay, when you go down with your tone, it makes you sound sure, it makes you sound confident. At the end of any statement, if you go up with your voice, people are gonna be like you're asking a question, but like you're unsure. If you go down with your tone, you're gonna kind of cement the conversation. Also, anytime you get in a situation, be it up front when you're talking to a prospect, or be it at the end when you're working on coming to a yes decision with them, using words that end in ly are always good. Things that everyone should do. Typically, usually, normally, things like that. Everyone wants to be part of whatever is normal. They want to be part of whatever's typical. They want to be part of what most of society does, because it's amazing how us as human beings are wired. We use social proof to make a lot of decisions. It's really kind of weird, okay? We use social proof, okay? When you think about the last time you bought something and it was a high ticket item, maybe like a car, a laptop, computer, maybe even a printer, you know, things like that, what do? We go look for reviews, right? What is that? What is the rest of the world saying? Does everyone else say it's okay? If they do, then it must be okay. So using words like that help give social proof, help give them that buy-in that, oh, everybody else is doing this, okay? And a great thing to say, especially at the end of you're coming to a yes decision, you know, you've done your presentation, you want to find out if they're ready to go, is just by saying, hey, sounds like you're ready to get started. They're like, it does? Yeah, it does. Typically, when someone asks the kind of questions that you've asked, they get started and they rock this thing out. Oh, okay, well, I guess I'm ready to go then. So using those ly words are good. So guys, we covered several different things, okay? Number one, understanding where you fit in the world. You are the asset, okay? There's more of them than there are of us, which means you hold the world in the palm of your hand. When you know that and you come off with that posture, like you are the diamond, you are the rarity, you are the one that can help get them out of their 9 to 5 or out of serving all, you know, their boss or the man or the company. You know, you are the one that they have been looking for. okay? And so just understanding that up front should give you some strength when you are talking to the people. That is the first thing. The second thing is use questions, because questions are the answer. Questions will give you power. They will give you leverage. Watch your tonality when you're asking the question, and then using those LY words, typically, normally, usually, those kind of words also provide that social proof, which gets buy-in from the people that you're talking to. So guys, I hope this was helpful. If so, drop me a comment, leave a note up there so I can see what you have to say. And one of the things that I know a lot of people, here we are rolling into the busiest time of year. It's absolutely awesome. I'm totally pumped about it. Here's what I want to know from you. Are you at a place in your life where you're ready to move forward? Maybe you've been dealing with hey, I know I've had some weak posture in the past and I'm ready to rock this thing out. Or maybe that you haven't been putting as much time and focus in as you need. Either way, if you are at a spot where you are finally ready to cut through the crap, cut through the nonsense, and achieve your dreams and goals, finally rank advance, finally get to the finish line, then I have something that will help you in the process of achieving your breakthrough, okay? Here's what it is. It's actually a 10-step process that I put together that helps kind of clear out all of the things that could be holding you back. Whether it's lack of focus, whether it's, issues from the past, whether it's not being sure 100% what to do, whether it's having that posture, whatever it is, if you follow this step-by-step, 10-step process, it will help you get to the finish line. And better yet, this is something that is a special bonus training that you'll have access to. How do you get it? If you click on the link that's listed in the description, it's summergeronimo.com/10steps. That will give you access to this extra bonus training. And I do have a request, is that as you go through this, I want to hear your feedback. I want to hear your success story. I want to hear the breakthrough that you've seen in your life because you took the time to follow these 10 steps and you really went for it. So that is it for today, my friends. Take care, guys. Be blessed. I'll see y'all next time. For more great training and to receive your free bonus training, the 10-step process for getting out of your own way and finally rank advancing, visit summergeronimo.com.